As Eleanor Roosevelt said, the purpose of life is to live it, to taste the experience to the utmost, and to reach out eagerly and without fear for the newer and richer experiences. Life is full of experiences, the good, the bad, and obviously the ugly. Let's talk a little bit more about the bad and the ugly bit. So, there's a lot of things that can happen in life that will lead to a bad day. It may be bad grades, maybe even a party that you missed out on, or a movie that you got late to. And it's very easy to get caught up in these kind of situations in your life and end up with a sour mood at the end of the day. No matter how small a situation may seem to you, to somebody else, it can be very important or even life-changing. Unexpected changes like these always cause some sort of trauma or depression. And even though this kind of feeling may not always last long, it can affect you as well as those around you. And if held in for too long, it can be very, very bad. Whenever I encounter such situations, I prefer to usually talk to my friends or just spend time with my loved ones. Therefore, whenever I have any issues in my life, I often speak to my friends. And they always calmly listen to me, support me, and encourage me. But at the same time, they advise me and help me see things more clearly. I feel that talking to someone is therapeutic, like taking a bath. You feel clean of all of the negative stuff, and you feel so much more relaxed afterwards. Since we are at a school, I do speak to my classmates as well. We often share our worries about each other, about a lot of things, let's say self-esteem issues, all the way to study problems. The latter is during exam season, obviously. But I find that my classmates have always been very helpful and encouraging whenever there's issues in life. And so I thought, why not bring this kind of atmosphere to those around me? Therefore, say 2 weeks later, I am standing in front of our coordinator's office, and I approach her with this new concept that I wanted to bring into my school. It's, to put it in simple terms, it's a support group setup, but in a classroom setting. How it works is there's obviously certain rules that you must follow. For example, everything spoken in here must be absolutely confidential. And I wanted to encourage all the participants to pick their own topics. So it's basically like the story time during our childhood. Everyone sits in a circle, the teacher's talking, and you listen to whatever she says, and then you reflect upon it, and maybe even talk about how you feel. So it's basically something like that. And I wanted to be like a set amount of time where everyone speaks about whatever's bothering them, and the others are encouraged to listen to them or even offer advice if they have any. I feel that this would help us all build more confidence, help us relieve stress, but also make us all more empathetic. I believe that it's very important for us to have this kind of, you could say, stress relief mechanism in a way. So I thought that this would be a great idea for students from middle school all the way through high school, because those are what I describe as turbulent times in life. So I told her about it, and she suggested that I should try it out. But before I got into it, I wanted to do a little bit of research. So the first thing I did is I handed out a survey to my classmates to see if anybody was actually willing to try it out. So the survey was a very simple idea. It was just me explaining them what exactly I wanted to do and whether they would be willing to try it out or not. Most of them agreed. They said that they find it to be a good idea and that it would be beneficial to them. Some of them were obviously a little apprehensive about it because not everyone's confident in speaking in front of an audience. But they said that they would be willing to give it a go because they wanted to improve themselves. And so I wanted to see whether such kind of activity was being conducted anywhere across the globe. So I found out that USA actually has a very active mutual support group scene. They have a lot of these kind of things going on in various schools and universities, at least for one semester. And there's also various NGOs, such as Teen Life Support Group, actually, that helps people find peers who are going through the same issues so they can discuss them and help them grow. So I want to do some research about what exactly do support groups help people out with. So support groups have been proven to provide information and education, to instill hope in people, to let people know that they're not alone, and also help teach new coping skills and tips. And this helped me base my idea of what exactly I wanted to do with my own support group. What I want to do with my support group is that I want to create a support group where all the members are treated equally and as important members of the group. I wanted everyone to be focused on finding solutions so that by the end of it, we will have actual progress. And I also wanted to make sure that the atmosphere will be non-judgmental and empathetic so that every member feels comfortable enough to give and take. The reason I'm so passionate about doing this is because I feel that these days people are very focused on just physical well-being and they ignore their emotional well-being. And I believe that if both of these are in top condition, that we will be very productive. And so I wanted to do this so that I can help the future. So let us now bring circle time back, but with a twist. Thank you.